My beloved child, I speak to you now with urgency, for the time has come when your decision cannot be delayed any longer. Today is the day when light must shine through the darkness in your life. This is not just a message of love, but a warning meant to awaken your soul. For too long, you have been asleep, numb to the noise and distractions of the world, thinking you are in control when, in reality, you've strayed far from your true path. You stand at the edge of the abyss, and your time is slipping away not because I wish to punish you, but because I can no longer bear to see you ignore the divine purpose I have placed within you. You were not made for a life of mediocrity or despair. You were made to walk in my presence, to experience true freedom, peace, and joy. Yet you continue to postpone our meeting, despite my calls. I've knocked on your heart countless times, and though you've heard me, you've always found an excuse not to answer. I call you now, with a heart full of love and longing, to surrender even just a few moments to me. In these moments of silence, with a willing heart, I will reveal myself to you as you have never known me before. I offer you not a temporary change, but a true transformation, one that goes deep within and lasts for eternity. I will cleanse your wounds, heal your past, and remove the weight of sin that has burdened you. I will plant in you the seed of my kingdom, a seed that will grow and bear fruit for all of eternity. My love for you is not based on your success or failures, but on the very essence of who you are. So, set aside your distractions and come to me. I am here, waiting with open arms to restore all that you have lost. It is no accident that you are hearing these words right now. This is my voice calling you. Do not turn away from it. Don't let this moment slip by, for it may not come again, not because I don't wish to speak, but because you may no longer have the willingness to listen. I am offering you one last chance to stop and truly look into my eyes, to see beyond the surface with the eyes of your soul. Tonight, I will come to you not to instill fear, but to make you realize the gravity of this moment. The time for living between two worlds is over. The time for indecision has ended. This is the moment to choose, and I have already chosen you. Will you choose me? Do not close your heart now. What I offer you is not just another message, it is a divine encounter. My spirit is moving toward you, enveloping you in love, bringing life where there was death, and restoring what has been lost. Trust in me, for you are never alone. I am here, and I will remain with you, as long as you choose to open your heart to me. You may have felt abandoned, but I was always with you, shielding you even when you couldn't see it. I haven't come to condemn you, but to awaken you, to lift you up, not scold you. This is the moment heaven has set aside to mark the beginning of your transformation. Today, I tell you with all the power of my presence, prepare yourself for something truly glorious. I am pouring out blessings that are far greater than anything material, a continuous flow of provision and favor that will touch every part of your life. My rain is falling upon your home, your thoughts, and your endeavors. What once seemed impossible will now begin to take form before you. Those silent prayers, the desires you've held deep within, will start to materialize, because I am the one who makes all things new. You will thrive, prospering in every area of your life. Your family will be healed, your work will be blessed, and those dreams you thought had died will be revived, stronger than ever. Everything in your life will be transformed by my power. Even when you cannot see it, know that I am working behind the scenes, shaping every detail. When there seems to be no escape or no way forward, remember, nothing is too impossible for me. I parted the Red Sea, I silenced lions, and I raised the dead. Do you truly believe your situation is beyond my reach? But there is something you must do, something you can no longer put off. To receive the fullness of what I have planned for you, you must take an essential step, confess your sins and accept my Son, Jesus Christ, as your Savior. He alone is the way to salvation. No human effort can ever achieve my holiness, but through Christ's sacrifice on the cross, your debt has already been paid, your victory already secured. All you need to do is believe, to open your heart and declare, Jesus is my Savior. This is the beginning of a new life for you. From this moment forward, you will witness miracles flow like a river, and you will see heaven open up above you. A new chapter of your life is being written in glory, and with it, you will experience a new reality. I raised Jesus from the dead, not just to show my power, but so you can have eternal life that extends beyond this earth and into eternity. What you choose today will determine your forever. Embrace this truth fully, with every part of you. Do not turn away or delay. This is the moment, not tomorrow, not later, but now. The transformation has already begun. As I open the heavens to pour out my blessings, you are being surrounded by an ocean of love, healing, success, and new opportunities. I will cover you with my goodness, and my wisdom will lead you in every step you take. You will see how I begin to direct resources and prosperity straight to you. Doors that were once closed will start to open. People who never knew you will speak favorably of you, and those who once turned you away will now be used by me to elevate you. Get ready, for what I have planned for you exceeds even your boldest expectations. As you rest in my presence, you will watch miracles unfold. Your sorrow will turn into joy, your struggles will transform into blessings, and scarcity will become abundance. You will move from merely surviving to living in fullness. I will provide more than enough for you, and even this week, says the Lord, you will hear good news. Prayers you thought had been forgotten will be answered. Breakthroughs that once seemed impossible will manifest, and you will experience unexpected favor not because of your efforts, but because my grace has reached you. Do not let go of my hand. What lies ahead is nothing short of glorious. Before you even took your first breath, I was already watching over you. Every single day of your life was written in my book before you even existed. Every step, every stumble, every tear, and every smile, I saw it all. And not only did I see it, but I walked beside you, even when you didn't realize it. I have been patiently waiting, with a love that never fades, for the moment when my voice could finally reach your heart without resistance. I've spoken to you through people, through circumstances, through moments of silence, through fleeting thoughts, and even dreams in the night. I've used everything I can to call you because my desire is not to condemn you but to redeem you. I don't want you to live a life bound by empty religion, filled with rules but lacking relationship. What I desire is your whole heart surrendered and transformed. I want deep communion with you, not just in times of need, but every day, every step. I created you to walk with me, to reflect my light, to bring peace to places of darkness, and to sow hope where others see only despair. But for this to happen, you must stop relying on your own strength, because everything you've built apart from me, no matter how successful it may have appeared, has been temporary and lacking true foundation. Today, I offer you something that lasts forever. I present to you a covenant that can never be broken, a promise that will never fail, and a love that will never betray you. I am restoring your story from the deepest places, not by merely covering your wounds, but by truly healing them. I begin not at the surface, but deep within, entering into the hidden parts of your heart, the places no one else knows about, the things you've avoided confronting. In those secret places, I am doing something new. I am cleansing you, removing bitterness, drying your hidden tears, breaking the chains of pain, and undoing curses that have followed you for generations. I am building something glorious from the rubble. Nothing in your past will be wasted. Every loss, every betrayal, every moment of failure will become part of your testimony. Even now, I am raising up walls of protection around you, commanding my angels to surround you, and releasing wisdom from heaven so that what was once unclear will now become clear. My plans are already unfolding. This is not a far-off promise, but a reality that is taking shape before your eyes. However, to sustain this divine shift, you must walk in integrity. You must choose holiness, leaving behind everything that has kept you stagnant. Some things cannot move with you to the next level: relationships that drag you down, habits that pollute your spirit, and thoughts that keep you trapped. You will have to let go and trust me, because what I am about to pour out requires space, purity, and faith. What is coming cannot fit into old patterns. It is new wine, a fresh outpouring of my glory that will transform everything around you: your environment, your words, your relationships, and your decisions. Everything in you will begin to align with the eternal. I am preparing to manifest my power in your life in a way that will be evident to all. The light I place within you will shine brightly in the darkness, and through what I do in you, many will be drawn to me. The grace I will release will be so abundant, you won't be able to explain it. You'll only be able to say, "God did it." It won't be by your strength, wisdom, or connections. It will be by my hand alone. Remember, there is nothing beyond my power. I create paths where none exist. I lift the rejected from the dust, and I elevate the humble. Just as I took Joseph from the depths of prison to the heights of the palace, I will do the same for you. Like David, who was once a forgotten shepherd, but became the king of Israel, I will raise you up in front of those who once doubted you, not so you can be glorified, but so that my name is honored. Everything I do in your life has eternal significance. Every blessing you receive comes with a mission. You won't just be blessed, you will become a blessing to others. Get ready to see doors that seem permanently closed open as if they were never locked. Documents delayed for years will be released. Unjust decisions will be overturned. Debts will be paid. And even the most incurable conditions will submit to my power. Relationships that have been broken will be restored, and those who walked away will return with transformed hearts. This is just the beginning. My glory will descend upon you like rain, bringing transformation to every area of your life: finances, health, emotions, faith, and purpose. You will be enveloped by a supernatural shift, rising each day with renewed strength, hope, and vision. Your thoughts will align with my word, your words will carry authority, and your prayers will become keys that open closed doors. This week, I will send the answers you've been waiting for. What seemed impossible will soon begin to take shape. The right people will enter your life, opportunities will arise, and burdens that once felt unbearable will be lifted. You'll begin to see how my hand is directing every detail of your life, and you'll know that it's not by chance or luck, it is my power at work. Everything happening around you is part of my perfect plan. Every sudden shift, every unexpected change, and every person who comes and goes, it is all under my guidance. I don't act on impulse or reaction like humans do. I've already seen the end from the beginning. What you perceive as setbacks are just preparations. What feels like loss is actually necessary pruning for growth. Nothing happens outside my will. I design perfect processes to fulfill my eternal purposes, and I am doing this for you. There will be times you won't fully understand the path you're on, but that's okay. You don't need to know everything to trust me. My silence isn't absence. It's when I'm working in ways you can't yet see. There are doors I didn't open because behind them wasn't a blessing, but something that would have led to your destruction in disguise. There are paths I closed because I knew you couldn't bear the consequences they would bring. Not everything that has fallen away is truly a loss. Some things I removed to prevent them from hindering your progress. I've been protecting you in ways you don't even fully understand. In those times when the world seemed to overlook you, when your efforts felt unnoticed, when your heart was faithful but unrecognized, I was watching. And even though you feel like time has been wasted, that years have been lost, and that your story is beyond repair, I tell you, nothing has been lost. Every moment was collected by my hands, and what seemed barren will now bear fruit, not shallow or fleeting fruit, but lasting fruit that will testify to my faithfulness. I'm releasing spiritual discernment over you, so you can see beyond the surface. Things are not what they seem. I see what human eyes cannot. I'm moving pieces, aligning moments, and creating the right conditions to reveal my glory in your life. You will walk into places where you were once rejected. You will occupy roles that others thought you were unqualified for. And I will do it in such a way that there will be no doubt it was I who placed you there. The favor I'm pouring out is not something you've earned. It is my grace on display. The honor you will receive isn't for your ego. It's so that my hand on your life will be evident to all. I'm breaking the power of negative words spoken over you, the false judgments, the lies, the destructive thoughts you've allowed to take root. All of it is being shattered by the force of my truth. My word is stronger than any accusation, firmer than any criticism, and more powerful than any failure. When I speak, everything else must fall silent, and what I've declared over you will never change. You are my creation, called by my name, destined to overcome, designed to move forward, and set apart to live a full life under my protection. You will begin to notice a shift within you before anything changes on the outside. My spirit is bringing order to your emotions where there was confusion. I will bring clarity where there was anxiety. I will bring peace where there was discouragement. I will light a fire of passion. I am rearranging your inner world so that you can handle the blessings I am about to pour out on you, because if your heart isn't grounded in me, even blessings can become distractions. I don't want to give you anything that will pull you away from me. I want to give you things that draw you closer. Pay close attention to what I reveal to you day by day. My voice may not always be loud. Often, I will speak softly, with sudden clarity or quiet impressions. Don't overlook the subtle nudges in your spirit that urge you to pray, change course, forgive, be still, or take a step forward. That's my guidance. I'm teaching you to listen beyond what is obvious, and every act of obedience, no matter how small, is an essential part of the bigger plan I am unfolding in your life. A new season is coming, but it won't be a repeat of the past, nor just an upgrade of what you've already known. It will be something entirely new. It may not look like anything you've seen before, because I am doing something fresh in you. You weren't called to copy others. You were created with a unique, heavenly blueprint designed just for you. As you align yourself with me, you will begin to discover what that design is. Your abilities will sharpen, Your gifts will awaken with greater intensity, and ideas that once seemed unclear will now be crystal clear. Creativity will flow like a river, and your thoughts will be guided by my wisdom. All of this serves one greater purpose: for my kingdom to move forward through you, so that wherever you go, my light shines, your words bring life, your actions inspire faith, and your decisions reflect my character. Even though not everyone will understand the transformation taking place within you, even though some may distance themselves because they can't grasp the changes, don't be afraid. Trust the path I'm leading you on. I will surround you with new companions, people with a heavenly perspective, hearts prepared by me to walk alongside you in this new season of your life. You will not face this journey alone, nor will you fight in your own strength. I will send the help you need. And when my work is finished, you will look back and realize you no longer recognize the person you once were, not because you've forgotten, but because the transformation I've brought about in you will be so profound, so complete, that you will know in your heart, only God could have made this change. Don't mistake my silence for forgetting you. My silence had been a part of the process. While you were waiting for immediate answers, I was at work in ways your eyes have yet to see. My work doesn't follow the limitations of time. I'm working with eternity in mind. Every detail, every circumstance, every delay has served a greater purpose that you may not fully understand yet. Human understanding can't fully grasp my timing, but in this appointed moment, I'm beginning to reveal the scope of what I've prepared for you. I'm awakening your spiritual sensitivity so that the eternal weighs more heavily in your life than the temporary. You'll begin to see things from a completely new vantage point. What once seemed like punishment will now be recognized as training. What you thought was failure will be revealed as a part of my perfect timing. The discernment I'm giving you will help you see divine opportunities, avoid traps set by the enemy, and make decisions that others might view as risky but are actually acts of obedience to me. Not everything that looks like a blessing is from my hand, and not every loss is a defeat. That's why I'm refining your perception. I want you to clearly hear my voice and distinguish between paths that are truly guided by my spirit and those that are not. In this new season, you must stay closer to my guidance than ever before. It's not about doing more, it's about following my lead, step by step. When you walk in the direction I guide you, the fruit will be plentiful, and peace will be constant. I will position you in places where your words carry spiritual authority, not because of titles or experience, but because you've been molded in the secret place. I've been shaping you in times when it felt like you were stuck, when nothing seemed to move, when everything was on pause. That season was crucial. Without deep roots, there can be no lasting growth. Now, the time for visible transformation has come. You will begin to see my promises unfold, not by coincidence, but as a fulfillment of what I've spoken over you. Inside you are gifts you haven't fully discovered, gifts buried under fear, doubt, and shame. I'm peeling back those layers and filling you with courage that comes from spiritual authority, not human confidence. You will walk with boldness, knowing you aren't relying on your own strength, but on mine, which supports every step you take in alignment with my will. This transformation won't just impact your personal life, it will extend to those around you. Families will be restored through your testimony. Painful cycles will be broken. Generational curses will be severed for good. What once seemed like an endless chain of failure and suffering will be interrupted by my divine intervention. Where others said nothing could change, I will declare, here begins something new. I am also bringing justice into your life. Every situation where you were treated unfairly, where your name was tarnished, or where you were wrongly accused, is under my watch. I am the just judge, and no word spoken against you will go unanswered. But I will not respond with human vengeance. Instead, I will restore with wisdom and exalt truth. When my justice is revealed, it will be so complete that not only will you be vindicated, but you will also become a vessel to bring reconciliation to many. A fresh passion for holiness will ignite within you, and the fire I place in your spirit will cause you to seek me, not from need, but out of love. Your relationship with me will become more real, deeper, and unshakable. You won't rely on fleeting emotions or seek constant signs. Your certainty in my presence will be enough, and in that certainty, you will find peace. I will lead you into deeper revelation, where the scriptures will come alive in ways you've never known. Passages you once read without understanding will now unfold as doors to divine insight. My word will become nourishment for your soul, guidance for your path, and a weapon against all darkness. What seemed like mere words will ignite within you, alive with fire, truth, and transformation. In this truth, you'll discover joy, security, and purpose. I am removing all spiritual dryness. No more seasons of emptiness, no more prayers that feel passionless, and no more weariness in the secret place. I will renew your strength, lift you above the storms, and cause you to soar where the enemy has no power to reach you. I will reveal the mysteries of my kingdom to you, entrusting you with eternal assignments. You will respond with obedience, fully aware that you have been set apart, anointed, and sent by me. What I am shaping in you is not just for today, but for future generations. Your faithfulness now will carve paths for those who come after you. Every choice you make today will unlock blessings for your family. You are not merely building a life, you are shaping an eternal legacy. This is the appointed time. No more stagnant waiting, no more wandering in the same wilderness. Today I say to you, rise and walk, for I, the Lord, am visiting you tonight. It wasn't by accident that you found yourself here, watching this message. There is someone you once loved dearly who has crossed beyond, but they are still with you in spirit. Though they are no longer physically present, they have not forgotten you. Today, for the first time, they have been given the chance to reach out to you from the other side. This isn't a coincidence or a dream. This is a message of love and comfort sent from above. The Spirit of God has seen your sorrow, your silence, and your longing, and this message is meant to remind you that you are not forgotten. It is easy to feel lost and alone, especially when everything seems to fall apart. But just when you think you've reached the end, a light appears. A vision opens up before you, one that is not bound by sight, but by faith. It is a promise, one that has been there from the very beginning, always with you. I am here, the one who has never left your side, even when you stumbled and thought you couldn't carry on. I am your refuge, your strength, your shield. I am the one who created you, who placed eternity in your heart, and who knows every tear you've cried, every prayer you silently whispered in your pain. I am the one who knows the depths of your heart, the weight of your sorrow, and the struggles you face. You may look out at the horizon and only see obstacles and hardship, but I want you to hear this clearly: you are never alone. My presence is constant, regardless of how you feel or what you see. I am with you on the mountaintop, and I am with you in the valley. I am with you in the calm and in the storm. There is something important for you to understand today, something that is no accident. You're here, listening at this very moment, because someone you deeply love is someone who once shared your life and left an everlasting mark on your heart is sending you a message from heaven. Though you can't see it, there is joy in heaven right now for this moment. His message carries not only my voice but also the echo of their love. Even though they are with me, their love for you remains. And know this, God has not forgotten you. I have heard the silent cry of your soul, and this message is for you, meant to remind you that you are not alone. You may be searching for answers, but you need not look into the empty void. You do not need to fall into despair. The answers you seek are within me, and they always have been, even in times when the way seems unclear. Trust that I have already paved the path for you, even when you cannot yet see it. I am the one who creates rivers in the desert and makes a way where there seems to be no way. When everything around you seems hopeless, my voice is louder than any storm. Do not be afraid, for I am speaking to you today to let you know that everything you have gone through has been part of my eternal purpose for your life. This moment is not by chance, but a divine appointment. Keep it close to your heart, for it is sacred. Though you may not see it now, and pain may cloud your vision, my help is constant and always on time, like the dawn that slowly rises, faithful and unchanging. Even when the sky is dark with shadows, remember that the light always returns. Just as the sun never fails to rise, even when hidden by clouds, its light still shines. This is how I am with you. I never fail. I never rest. I am always by your side, guarding you constantly. While you slept, I kept watch over you. Even when you felt trapped with no way out, I was already opening doors that you hadn't yet seen. Every step you took in faith, even when it was difficult, was written in my book. Each time you chose to believe, despite the doubts in your heart, I was there, walking with you. Your broken heart, your struggles, they have all been precious offerings to me. I do not overlook your efforts, no matter how small they may seem, nor do I ignore the battles you fight within yourself. Every time you pressed on when it would have been easier to give up, I was right there beside you. Even in moments when you doubted yourself, I never doubted you because I know who you truly are. I created you, and I placed treasures inside your heart that only I can see. Have you ever wondered why, after all the pain, your heart still yearns for hope? Why, after so many falls, you continue to search for something more? It's because my spirit is still calling you. Don't let the enemy deceive you into thinking you are forgotten. Even if a mother might forget her child, I will never forget you. You are engraved on the palm of my hand. Every single moment of your life has been under my watch. And though there have been times when silence filled the air, know this: silence doesn't mean I've abandoned you. It's part of my plan to shape your character, to prepare your spirit, and to strengthen your faith. You are stronger now than you were before, not because of your own strength, but because of mine, which shines brightest in your weakness. Trust that what lies ahead is going to be greater than what you've already endured. There are still chapters left to write in your story, and I am the author who finishes what he starts. Just as I led my people through the desert, stood by Daniel in the lion's den, and was with David in the darkest of valleys, I am with you right now. You are not lost, you are not forgotten. You are being guided, protected, and loved by the unchanging God who will never fail. If you feel exhausted, know that it's okay to rest in me. This battle won't be won by your own strength or wisdom, but by my spirit. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Just as I have been faithful to others, I will be faithful to you. My faithfulness doesn't depend on your perfection. It rests on my boundless love for you. Keep moving forward, even if it's slow, even if you walk with tears. I am right there with you, and what I have begun, I will finish. You have walked paths that no one else can understand. There are moments etched in your memory, wounds unseen, silences that no one else can explain. You've carried burdens that seemed unbearable, yet you pressed on through long, lonely nights. I was with you in those moments, when your mind became a storm, and the pain of the past hurt more than anything physical. My presence surrounded you, even when you couldn't feel it. It wasn't your strength that kept you standing, it was mine, renewed every day, just like the breath I gave you when you woke this morning. There were times when you felt like you couldn't go on, when the darkness threatened to swallow you whole. Yet, there was always a light within you that refused to go out. That light didn't come from your own strength, but from my spirit, deeply embedded in your soul. It wasn't just a fleeting hope, it was my living promise, quietly growing in you, even when everything seemed to be falling apart. Your worth has never been defined by the struggles you face or the setbacks you experience, but by the eternal purpose I've placed within you long before you ever saw the light of day. You were known before you were born. Your life is not the result of chance or coincidence. Every detail, every challenge, every joy, and every sorrow was carefully woven together with love and intention. Even when things were easy, nothing we wasted. Every tear had meaning, every fall taught you something, and every painful moment was where my grace revealed its strength. Think back to those days when you thought you wouldn't make it, yet here you are. It's not by your strength or effort, but because I held you up. There were times when only my hand kept you going, when people you relied on disappeared, and circumstances shifted without warning, but my faithfulness never wavered. I've always been in control, never losing a moment of it, even when it seemed like everything around you was chaos. While you saw the storms, I was working behind the scenes, making sure everything unfolded in its time. Just like the sun rises every day without fail, never late, never confused, and always doing its work even when hidden behind clouds, this is how I am with you. Sometimes, I hide my presence to strengthen your faith, but I never leave you, never forget you, and I will never abandon you. While others may have turned their back on you or judged you without truly knowing your heart, I saw everything. I saw your intentions, your sincere efforts to do good, your battles to maintain faith even in the midst of pain. And even when you stumbled, my love for you never wavered. I didn't pull away from you. Instead, I extended my grace over and over. Every time you found the strength to carry on, just when you needed it most, whether it was a word from someone, a verse you read, or a psalm that spoke to your soul, it wasn't by chance. It was divine intervention. I am involved in every detail of your life, not just the spiritual moments, but even the small, everyday ones. I care deeply about your well-being, and your peace is a promise I have made to you. While the world may offer quick fixes that never truly heal the heart, I offer you a life filled with abundance, a peace that transcends all understanding, and a purpose that endures beyond time. Even when you don't understand the reasons behind certain things, know this: no tear has been wasted, nothing has been lost, and everything will be restored in its perfect time. I am the God who gathers what others cast aside, who lifts the fallen from the dust and turns ashes into beauty. When you think it's too late, remember that I am the master of time, and when things feel impossible, know that with me, nothing is. Heaven has seen your perseverance, and even if not everyone acknowledges it, I have seen every step you've taken, every unseen story of yours. And that is enough. In your moments of greatest weakness, when it felt like there was nothing left to carry you forward, there was something deep within that nudged you to keep going. That unseen force, that quiet pull, wasn't just by chance, it was my presence, always around you, even when you didn't notice. I was there, guiding you through the storms, making sure you didn't fall too far. No matter how fierce the winds were, I stood firm by your side, shielding you with my shadow. You faced losses that left scars on your soul, and promises that were broken, yet, despite everything, you didn't shatter completely. You may have grown tougher, learned to protect yourself, but you never lost the core of who you are. That spark that still burns within you, even when the world feels empty, it's mine. I placed it there, and I've kept it alive because I know the strength and potential you carry, even beyond the wounds. Life hasn't always been easy. It's often felt like an unyielding desert, where nothing you planted seemed to grow. But even in that barren land, I've been working beneath the surface. The roots I've placed inside you are invisible to the eye, growing quietly, preparing something real and lasting for the future. You might not see it now, but one day you'll look back and recognize that, in the silence, a miracle was taking shape. Not everyone will understand the path you walk, and some may even judge your walk away. But you weren't meant to seek their approval. You are on a journey I laid out for you long before time began. Every rejection, every closed door was part of that plan. Even the painful goodbyes were clearing space for something greater, something far more lasting. Sometimes, to make room for something new, I must first remove what was never meant to stay. It's not a weakness to feel fear, nor does doubting mean you lack faith. What truly matters is that, despite those fears and doubts, you didn't give up. While others might see your struggles as failure, I see them as shaping. Where you see loss, I see a seed being planted. Every experience, whether joyful or painful, has been used to strengthen you, to shape you, and to bring you closer to your true purpose. I haven't allowed your pain to break you, but to transform you. It's not about returning to who you were before. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be. Like clay in the hands of a potter, you may not control the process, but every moment, every turn of the wheel is shaping you for something eternal. The path ahead may not always be easy, but it is always guided, and though you may not understand it all right now, trust that I am at work. Faith isn't about having all the answers, but about walking forward with the trust that you are never alone, and that there is a greater plan unfolding, even if it's beyond what you can see. Just as a tree does not bloom in winter but is still alive beneath the surface, so too is your soul, filled with promises that have not yet been revealed, but they will come to fruition. When I speak, my words always come to pass. If I've carried you this far, it's because what lies ahead has eternal significance. There are times in life when the soul no longer seeks answers, but simply understanding. When words fall short and logic becomes empty, and the heart longs for empathy without judgment, it is then that I draw close. I don't come with accusations or condemnation, I come with compassion, knowing the depths of your pain before you even utter it. Long before you speak your sorrow, I already understand it fully. There have been times when you couldn't find a safe place, when the spaces that should have been your refuge turned cold, and the relationships that promised stability ended without warning. In your efforts to rebuild, you may have built walls that now feel heavier than they protect. Yet I never stopped seeing you. I've remained close, patient, never forcing my way in because I didn't come to invade, but to redeem. I've waited for the moment when you would open your heart not just for comfort, but for true renewal from within. When everything seemed to slip away, and your world felt like it was falling apart, my purpose never wavered. Even in your darkest thoughts, I did not condemn you. My presence was never meant to break your spirit, but to breathe new life into it. I don't need you to have it all figured out before I draw near. You don't have to understand everything to trust. I walk with you through the confusion, through the chaos, and when it feels like everything is unraveling, remember, I am the same one who spoke order into the chaos of the universe from nothing. I don't need perfection from you. I need surrender, however fragile, however painful. Tears may have taught you to appear strong, to hide your brokenness, to cover your pain with smiles. But I'm not looking for masks. What moves me is your truth, your rawness, the brokenness that you offer as it is. Where the world sees weakness, I see an opportunity to display my power. I'm not asking you to carry everything. I'm inviting you to release the weight of the past, the guilt that isn't yours, the expectations that have been placed on you, and the fears that have held you back. In my presence there is freedom, not chains. There is rest, not unattainable demands. You don't have to prove anything or earn anyone's approval. To me, your worth isn't determined by what you do or how much you endure. It's because I created you in my image. You are valuable because you bear my mark. You don't need to do anything for me to love you. You are already loved. You don't have to run to find me. I am with you, and I will never leave you. My covenant with you isn't based on your performance, but on my faithfulness. Even when everything else changes, my promises remain unshaken. What I've said will come to pass. There is something profound in that moment when you choose to trust, even without all the answers, when you decide to keep moving forward despite the uncertainties ahead. That decision, even in the face of doubt, is a powerful declaration of faith. It's not that you have no questions, but that your hope rests in something far greater than what's visible. And it's in that space, amidst the chaos, where my power is revealed, not when everything is perfect, but when, in the middle of the mess, your faith echoes, saying, I still trust. Don't let fear of the future hold you back. It's not left to chance. Each new day is already written in my book, and every challenge you face has a way out prepared. You don't need to rush, just walk with me, one step at a time. What I'm building in your life isn't temporary or fragile, it's eternal, strong and profound. Even when everything around you seems to fall apart, what I've planted will endure, and in time, what you don't understand now will become part of a redemption story that carries my mark and brings glory to my name. Much of what you carry inside has never been spoken to anyone, not from pride, but because you simply didn't have the words. There are wounds too deep for words, yet they haven't been overlooked. You haven't had to explain them to me for me to understand. Every unspoken emotion, every thought left unsaid, every prayer that came from the quiet places of your soul, it has all reached me. I have received it, not as a complaint, but as a cry of trust, not as weakness, but as faith. By turning to me, even without realizing it, you acknowledge that only I can hold you when everything else is falling apart. There were moments when everything seemed meaningless, when you believed that nothing was worth the struggle. It was during those very times that I was closest to you. I didn't leave when doubts clouded your mind, nor when your tears outnumbered your words. Instead, I drew near with tenderness. My presence was there in the smallest details, a word of encouragement at just the right moment, a door that opened when all seemed closed, the breath you took when you woke up, even when you had no strength to thank me for it. Your pain does not offend me. Your process does not drive me away. I love you with a love that doesn't depend on your moments of strength, but on my eternal decision to call you precious. So many times you felt alone, even in a crowd, and many times you looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the person staring back. The weight of life's demands, the comparisons, and the disappointments all piled up within you. But you were never invisible to me. Every part of you that seemed to have dimmed, I have been gently reigniting. I didn't come to remind you of your losses, but to restore what was taken. I didn't come to ask why you fell, but to lift you back up. What others saw as broken, I see as redeemable. What the world casts aside, I call purpose. There are times when answers don't come immediately, but that doesn't mean I'm silent. Sometimes, my answer comes in the changes you can't quite understand yet. Other times, it's within you a peace that transcends explanation. It's not about having all the answers, but about trusting the one who holds them all. And I do have them. Beyond the answers, I have a plan, carefully written, not improvised. A plan where every part of your journey fits into a destiny beyond what you can fully comprehend. I don't waste anything. Every season of your life has been shaping something in you, something even you haven't seen yet. Now that you've heard these words, let them settle deeply in your heart. Don't brush them off as just another passing thought. This is my call to you, an invitation to trust once more, to find rest. I have spoken to you with love, not judgment, with tenderness, not demands. If you're hearing this, it's because your heart is open to my voice. Let these words take root, growing in their own time to bring you comfort, strength, and guidance. I've spoken with purpose, and what I begin, I will see through to completion.